Hello YouTubers, this is 777 Die Hard Forever coming at you with another highly anticipated and highly recommended model. Today I'll be doing a review on the JC Wings Alitalia Boeing 777-300ER in their current livery scheme in a 1/200 scale model. I purchased this model from Choice Toys, whose store is based out of Overland Park, Kansas, here in the United States of America, and his website address is www.choicetoysinc.com. But first, before I go into details about this particular model, allow me to share you some information about the history of the airline, if you would please. Alitalia was founded as Trattamente Terramici Sobiate on March 12, 1999, and officially commenced operations as Alitalia Società Aerea Italiana on January 1st, 2015, as the name Alitalia is an Italian portmanteau of the words Ali, which actually means wings, and Italia, which actually means Italy. Alitalia is the national flag carrier airline for the country of Italy, as the headquarters of Alitalia is located in Building Alfa Via Alberto Nascente in the Rome suburban province of Fiumicino, while the airline's main hub and base of operations is located on the grounds of Rome's Leonardo Da Vinci-Fiumicino Airport, which is located approximately 21.7 miles west of Rome's historic city center, that's also located in the Rome suburb of Fiumicino. Alitalia also has a secondary hub that's located in Milan Linate Airport, which is located approximately 4 miles east of the city center of Milan, Italy. And the focus city hubs of Alitalia are located at Catania Fontana Rossa Airport, located in Catania, Sicily, Italy; Falcone Borsellino Airport, located in Palermo, Sicily, Italy; Milan Malpensa Airport, located in Ferried, Italy; and Naples International Airport, located in Capodichino, Italy. As of June 2018, or at the time this video review posted, Alitalia flies to 94 destinations worldwide across 5 inhabited continents, with the operate fleet of 98 aircraft that includes 12 777s, in which 11 are the Boeing 777-200ERs and 1 Boeing 777-300ER, which is this one right here, with no unfulfilled orders pending on these aircraft types. Also, as of June 2018, or at the time this video review posted, Alitalia currently operates as a certified 3-star airline carrier according to the international airline review firm Skytrax magazine, and the Boeing customer code for Alitalia on this particular aircraft is 43. Alright everyone, let's take a look at the front of the box. You see here, we're going to start at the top part here where you see the aircraft type right here, the Alitalia titles, the computer generated picture of the aircraft. You see the Etihad Airways partner decal, as well as the Alitalia decal here, and then you see the SkyTeam logo, as well as the 1/200 scale diecast aircraft model information at the lower part of the box. Now you're looking at the back of the box here, where you see the Alitalia titles right there, the aircraft type, the specification information about this particular aircraft here, as well as the warning information. And then you come over this side here, you see the length and the width of the aircraft here, and then there's the JC Wings logo there at the lower part of the box. Now you're looking at the top of the box, where you see the aircraft type right here, the Alitalia titles, as well as the 1/200 scale diecast aircraft model information at the top of the box. Now you're looking at the bottom of the box, the same information that I showed you at the top of the box earlier, but you look here on the right side, there are 2 versions to this aircraft model. There's the flaps up version, and that's the flaps down version. That's the flaps up version. That's the one I'm going to do the review on. And then you see the 1/200 scale diecast aircraft model information at the lower part of the box. Now you're looking at the nice little metal model stand that came with the model. And then you see there on the model stand, you see all the information there, the Alitalia titles, the aircraft type, as well as the scale information there. That's something JC Wing just started doing like last year, which I find very impressive. And then you see right here, folks, you see that black padding there on that model stand. The purpose of that black padding is to prevent your model from being damaged or scratched when you put your model on this particular model stand. Now you're looking at this plastic bag here, and what you see in this plastic bag are the gear replacement doors, featuring the 2 little toothpicks that for these gear replacement doors. Please stay tuned as I go into detail for the purpose of these gear replacement doors for this particular model, okay? Alright, with all that information out of the way about the history of Alitalia, even though their history traces farther than that, but that is their history right there. All the details here on this box here, including the specification information at the back of the box, including the model stand that came with the model, as well as the gear replacement doors inside this plastic bag. With no further ado, everyone, here is the model. Check it out. Alright, there it is, the JC Wings Alitalia Boeing 777-300ER in their current livery scheme in a 1/200 scale model. Now, allow me to share you some information about how Alitalia acquired its only Boeing 777-300ER in its fleet. Alitalia took delivery of its first and only Boeing 777-300ER, which was actually a used Air Austral Boeing 777-300ER that bared the registration ship number EI-WLA at a delivery ceremony that was held in Tarbes, France on September 1st, 2017. Then was ferried to the airline's main hub at Fiumicino Airport in Rome, Italy shortly thereafter. And the airline's first inaugural international flight on this aircraft was supposed to take place on September 18, 2017, but was postponed until December 7, 2017. And that's when Alitalia officially began utilizing this aircraft on their Rome to Sao Paulo, Brazil route, respectively, alternating with the Boeing 777-200ER that's utilized on this particular route, as Rome has become the international gateway base for this particular aircraft type, as the Boeing 777-300ER will operate mostly out of its main hub at Leonardo Da Vinci-Fiumicino Airport in Rome, Italy. Now let's talk about the Alitalia's corporate livery scheme on this aircraft. Alitalia embarked on the next phase of its evolution process as a rejuvenated global airline when the airline decided to unveil their brand new corporate identity, which included a refreshed brand new livery scheme at a ceremony that was held in Rome, Italy on June 4, 2015. And the first aircraft that began sporting this unique livery scheme was an Airbus A330-200, which bared the registration ship number I-EJGA, as this unique livery scheme also marks a major milestone in the history of one of the most iconic Italian brands in the world. And what you see on this aircraft is a style that's projected into the future, with a modern, fresh feel appeal to it, and at the same time reconnecting Alitalia with Italy and promoting the country of Italy to the world. And the only change that actually took place concerning this livery was the disappearance of the green band that used to be displayed on the lower part of the fuselage, which was altogether replaced with a metallic type pearlescent finish instead. However, the core of the new livery that actually remained is the signature A, which is displayed on the tail fin of the aircraft, has proudly been enlarged, that serves as a powerful, bold statement which represents the best of Italy on the world stage, as Alitalia's revitalized livery, including the logo, was recreated and redesigned by the consultancy firm of Lando Associates, whose global headquarters is located in San Francisco, California. So, with all that information out of the way about the aircraft and the livery you see displayed on this aircraft model, with no further ado, let's get down to business and allow me to share you all the details on this particular aircraft model. Show you? Let's roll. Alright, now we're going to start at the front of the aircraft here on the port/left side, where you see the nose gears right here, the nose gear struts, the nose gear door featuring the partial registration ship number on it, LA. See the Peter tubes and the static ports, what have you, the nose cone, the windshield wipers and the cockpit windows. But more importantly, you see that decal here by the cockpit window, which is right here. That is the SkyTeam decal, which indicates that Alitalia is part of the alliance, as Alitalia joined the SkyTeam alliance on January 13, 2009, which consists of 20 airline members from 5 inhabited continents. And this alliance includes Aero Mexico, Air France, Delta, and Korean Air as the 4 founding members. Now let's talk about the name of the aircraft, which is not displayed on this model, but is actually displayed on the actual aircraft. It's called Roma, which will be displayed by right in there. This aircraft is named after the capital city of Italy, which is Rome, as Rome is actually inscripted and pronounced in Italian as Aroma. That's how it's pronounced, Aroma. Okay? Alright, we still on the port side of the aircraft here, where you see the Alitalia decal, which is displayed underneath the windows you see there. The name Alitalia, as I mentioned earlier, is actually an Italian portmanteau of the words Ali, which means wings, and Italia, which actually means Italy, as the airline's title was also redesigned by the consultancy firm of Landor Associates, whose global headquarters is located in San Francisco, California. The Alitalia title can also be seen by the L1 and L2 doors you see right here and right there, as well as on the wings on the port side. Check it out. On the wings on the starboard side. There, as well as the underbelly of the aircraft. There you have it. Alright, we still on the port side of the aircraft, and underneath the Alitalia titles by the L1 and L2 doors, you see the Etihad Airways partner decal, which is right here and right there as well. This decal indicates a partnership that Etihad Airways has with the Italian-based carrier Alitalia, along with 5 airlines that included Air Sabia, Air Seychelles, Etihad Regional, Jet Airways, and Niki Airlines. Now you're looking at the edge of the wing, and what you see there is the inboard landing light right there, which they got in a jewel that makes it more attractive and appealing and realistic. Now you're looking at these big massive engines here on the port side of the aircraft, and these are the General Electric GE90-115B engines that are used on this particular Alitalia Boeing 777-300ER jetliner aircraft. You also see the engine cones right here, which is very detailed and realistic as well. Now I'm going to turn this aircraft model around and let you see the front of the engines, and the turbo fan blades do spin. Let's check it out. Now you're looking at the front of the engines here, featured the engine strikes right there, and the turbo fan blades do spins I mentioned earlier. Check this out. Perfect. And then you see the inboard landing lights there that I showed you earlier, as well as the front angle view of the triple bogey gears here on the port side, featuring the landing gear struts as well as the landing gear doors. Now you're looking at the front of the engines on the starboard side, featured the engine strikes over here as well, and the turbo fan blade spin as well over here. Check this out. As you can see there. Awesome. And then you see the inboard landing lights over here on the starboard side, as well as the front view of the triple bogey gears here on the starboard side, featuring the landing gear struts as well as the landing gear doors. Now you're looking at the front of the aircraft, where you got a view of the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers, as well as the partial registration ship number you see displayed above the cockpit windows, LA, the nose cone, the nose gear doors, as well as the nose gear lights inside the nose gear doors right in there, the nose gear struts, as well as the nose gears. And then you see the engines on both sides here and over there as well. So with no further ado, I'm going to take it back to the port side of the aircraft, because there's more information I'd like to share with you over there as well. Let's roll. Now behind these big massive GE90-115B engines, you got a better visual view of the triple landing bogey gears here on the port side. You see the struts as well as the landing gear doors. Now you're looking at the rake wingtip here on the port side of the aircraft, featuring the red navigation light on the rake wingtip, as well as the strobe light on the edge of the rake wingtip over here as well. Alright, now we're at the back of the aircraft here on the port side, where you see the Boeing 777 decal displayed next to the registration ship number. Alright, Alitalia is one of 4 European carriers, along with Air France, British Airways, and KLM Royal Dutch Airlines, that actually operate the Boeing 777 in both variants, the Boeing 777-200ER and the Boeing 777-300ER, as of June 2018, or at the time of this video review posting. Alright, and next to that Boeing 777 decal, what you see there is the registration ship number, which is EI-WLA. Registration ship number EI-WLA. This aircraft was the only Boeing 777-300ER that entered the Alitalia fleet, and the first test flight on this aircraft took place on May 4, 2009, and was first delivered to Air Austral on May 22, 2009. Then was leased out to Garuda, Indonesia on August 30, 2014. Then was leased back to Air Austral on November 9, 2014. Then was leased to Air Cap on June 23, 2017, and was finally delivered to Alitalia on September 1, 2017. Alright, we still at the back of the aircraft here on the port side. Let's talk about the logo on the tail fin of the aircraft, which is this right here. And the logo that's displayed on the tail fin of the aircraft actually resembles that of the airline's first alphabet letter A, which is Alitalia, that features the colors of the country's Italian flag, which is green, white, and red. That's the colors that represents the country's national flag. Okay? Also forgot to mention, you see the partial registration ship number up there on the edge of the tail fin of the aircraft as well. Now you're looking at the back of the aircraft here, where you see the APU exhaust right here. And if you don't know what APU exhaust is, auxiliary power unit, that's what APU stands for. And there is a hole there right there. And then you see the strobe light right there above the APU exhaust hole. Now you're looking at the Alitalia Boeing 777-300ER in their current livery scheme from the rear view angle. Now you're looking at the front of the aircraft here on the starboard side, where you see the nose gears, the nose gear struts, the nose gear door featuring the partial registration ship number on the nose gear door, LA. See the pewter tubes and the static ports, what have you, the nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows, the SkyTeam decal, and the name was missing, aroma, that I mentioned earlier. That was supposed to go there. You see the Alitalia tires right there, as well as the front cargo containing loading door. Now you're looking at the center of the aircraft here on the starboard side, where you see the inboard landing lights that I showed you earlier, the massive General Electric GE 90-115B engines right there, as well as the engine cones, and you got a better visual view of the triple landing bogey gears here on the starboard side, the landing gear struts, as well as the landing gear doors. Now you're looking at the rake wingtip here on the starboard side, featuring the green navigation light displayed there on the rake wingtip, as well as the strobe light that's displayed here on the edge of the wingtip there as well. Now you're looking at the back of the aircraft here on the starboard side, where you see the rear cargo containing loading door, the registration ship number, the AFT bolt bin door, as well as the airline's logo displayed on the tail fin of the aircraft, which represents the alphabet of the first letter of the airline, Alitalia, as well as the colors that represents the country's national flag, which is green, white, and red. And then you see the partial registration ship number on the top of the tail fin there as well. Now, before I show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model, I'm going to let you check out one feature, which is the rolling gears, which is a little challenging there. You see there, some 777 models, the gears roll on them, and some of them do not, but it is what it is. There you have it. But at least the gears here that do tilt, the aircraft model does tilt, which is good. And then the nose gear swivels there as well. Okay? So, with that being said, allow me to show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model. Let's check it out. Now you're looking at the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, where you see the nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows, the partial registration ship number above the cockpit windows, LA, the anti-collision beacon light you see there, another high frequency antenna, the ADF antennas in 3D, the Wi-Fi box antenna there, a couple more high frequency antenna, the tail, and the horizontal stabilizers there. You see the two little dots on the horizontal stabilizer, as well as over here. Those are the illuminator lights that light up this tail here when it flies during nighttime. Now let's check out the wings, everyone. You see the wing walkway, as well as the engines, as well as the flaps, slats, ailerons, spoilers, what have you. You see the Alitalia tires on this side here. the fuel dump valve, the registration ship number, as well as the rake wingtip. Let's check out this side here, folks. You see the wing walkway on this side, the engines, as well as the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you. The Alitalia tires on this side of the aircraft wings. The fuel dump valve, as well as the rake wingtip on this side of the aircraft. Now you're looking at the underbelly carriage view of this aircraft model. See the nose cone, that little deal there by the closed nose gear door. I have no idea what that is. That's the closed nose gear door, as well as the open nose gear door, as well as the nose gear. Then you slide up this way here. You see the Alitalia tires you see there, along with the anti-collision beacon light right there by the eye, as well as the hole where the stand goes in at. Then you slide up this way. You got a couple more high frequency antennas, the pressure relief valve, and you see that little deal right there. That is the tail skid bumper deal right there, and the purpose of that tail skid bumper deal is to prevent the aircraft from being damaged, what have you, when it takes off and land. That's the purpose of that tail skid bumper. And then you see the APU housing doors right there, as well as the horizontal stabilizers underneath. Now let's check out the gears here on this side. They tilt there. You see the engines there, as well as the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you. You see the fuel dump valve, the registration ship number, as well as the rake wingtip. Let's check out this side here. The gears tilt there as well, as you can see there, there. You see the engines there, as well as the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers right there. The fuel dump valve, as well as the rake wingtip on this side of the aircraft. Now, since I showed you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in full detail, now I'm going to put on that nice little metal model stand that came with the model. So with no further ado, everyone, here is the model on the stand. Check it out. Alright, finally got this model on the stand with no problem, no hesitation. As you see it being displayed on the model stand in the takeoff landing position here on the port side. Now you're looking at the front of the aircraft in the takeoff landing position with the model on the stand, how the wings are flexing a little bit, featuring the nice massive GE90 engines on there as well, including the gears. Everything else is on tack. Now you're seeing this model being displayed in the takeoff landing position with the model on the stand here on the starboard side. And finally, you're seeing this model being displayed from the tail cam angle with the model on the stand. Okay, before I take this model to stand, I got in this position for a reason, and the reason is I'm going to go ahead and take off the magnetic gears here, starting with the nose gear right here. You see they magnetic there. The gears on the port side, you see here, there, as well as the gears on the starboard side, there. So, since I got all the gears off this model, I'm going to let you see this model at a different angle in flight position without the gears. Check it out. Now you're seeing this model being displayed without the gears in flight mode position. Now you got one or two options from this point on how you want to display your model. If you want to continue to display this option, that's fine. You see these gear replacement door inside this plastic bag I showed you earlier. That's the purpose of these gear replacement doors, is to substitute your gears while you display your model like this in flight mode position. Or you can go to the other option, which I highly recommend, is to keep the gears on there in the gear down position. Gears up, gear down, it don't matter, but I choose to leave mine on there because it adds more value to the model. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and put these gears back on this model, take this model stand, and go ahead and wrap up this model review. Alright, let's talk about the seating configuration on this aircraft. The Alitalia Boeing 777-300ER seats 382 passengers in a 3-class configured cabin layout. Here's the breakdown, everyone, from rows 1 to 10, which will be from here to about right here. You have 30 flatbed Magnifica business class seats in rows 14 to 16, which will be from here to here. You have 24 premium economy class seats in rows 18 to 53, which will be from here all the way back to the rear of the aircraft. You have an additional 328 economy class seats, which brings a total of 382 seats. And finally, Alitalia currently utilizes this aircraft, the Boeing 777-300ER, on routes from Rome Fiumicino to New York JFK recently. However, this aircraft has also been spotted in Buenos Aires, Argentina, Sao Paulo, Brazil, and Tokyo, Narita. Well, everyone, this will conclude this model review. I'd like to know if you got this model or you plan on getting this model. If you can find it, you can still get it on eBay. There's a couple of deals on eBay have this model, as well as Troy's Toys. At the time this video review posting, he had one left. So if you want to snatch it up, go ahead and contact him. How you can go about getting this model. It's up for grabs, okay? So with that said, please rate, subscribe, leave your comments and suggestions. Any questions you have, don't hesitate to ask. And with that said, please take care. God bless. Stay tuned. There's more model content coming. Peace.